Hello students, welcome to VCET and welcome to the field of information technology. I am Chetan and I'm here to speak a little bit around the field on data mining, data intelligence, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, or whatever you might call it. End of day, it's all to do with data. So what's so different about it, right? Like, why do we think that it's worth investing in this field? I've been in this area for around roughly 10 plus years now, and it's been an amazing experience so far. The field is niche. Like when I joined it, like it wasn't the top one in the market. It was a very upcoming one, and it was a field where not many people were interested. But as you all know, with information technology, over a span of 10 years, a lot of things changes. And in the past 3 to 4 years, we have seen a lot of focus on data intelligence, on data sciences. Why? They say that data is the next oil. For oil, you might have renewable sources, and we are moving towards sources such as solar, and we're moving towards sources where it becomes easier to substitute oil. But with data, there is no substitution. Do you even know that just by tracking what you have liked on Facebook, what you search on the internet, your choices that you have saved, your post, I can tell who you are and what you think. And that is the power of data. By I don't mean just me, right? Like anyone who can explore and analyze Facebook logs, or for that matter, YouTube logs, or for that matter, any of these rich social media logs can easily trace and identify what kind of person you are. And that is why data is powerful. Because today, everything is going online. Be it marketing, be it advertisements, be it purchasing stuff, be it payments, right? Everything is online today. And how do you know who are you supposed to target? How do you know where are you going to buy? How can I figure out what is it that you're interested in? All that information is only going to come from data analysis. And that is why we see companies investing heavily in this area. I would say like the top companies, Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, these are companies where there's a rich repository of data, because the online world is owned by them, right? And they have sources at their fingertips where they can basically use it and leverage it as and when they want it. And that is why I would say that if you all are interested in data, if you all are interested to build a career in these specific areas of data science, data technology, business intelligence, data warehousing, it's a very good field to be in. The primary thing that I would call out is that it's important that you all have interest. If you all do not have interest in it, it would not work out. So try exploring the field, start learning about it, and if you think that you all are interested and if it catches your attention, continue in it. If you ask me, what are the basic things that are necessary from the perspective of data? I would say that for anything to do with data sciences, at least to begin with, you would need to know SQL. It's the fundamental stuff of data sciences. You need to know SQL, you need to know data warehousing, you need to know databases and how to query the data. The second thing that comes up is maths. The maths that's there in the syllabus is for a reason. You need to know what linear programming is. You need to know what do you mean by a p-value? What do you mean by statistics? What is the importance of a deviation? When should I use a binomial? When should I use a Bayes algorithm? So I think those are the critical things which you would learn over the period of the next 3-4 years. And emphasis on understanding statistics is very important. It's very necessary to understand why are we applying a specific model than just to apply a model. There are a lot of tools available in the market which can do it on the fingertips. The question that comes up is knowing what to apply where and what would be the best fit, what is the best distribution, and given the kind of distribution of the data, what should be the algorithm or the machine learning model, or for that matter, any statistical test that you use. And that's where I would say understanding statistics is very important. The third thing that comes up in the field of data sciences is either R or Python. Both of them are quite easy to learn. They are very useful. Most of the companies use it, and I would recommend that you'll start building the skills of using R and Python, because those are the skill sets which will help you take your learning on data and data exploration to the next level. SQL comes up to a certain extent where you will be able to clean the data, do all the transformations, and do a lot of basic analysis. The next step after that is how do you embed these SQL queries into R and Python and then move forward with it, because when it comes to huge data sets, you require these, I would say these are data science languages to some extent, because it's easier to use these languages and play with the data. And then once you are clear with all these three things, the fourth thing that I would say is understanding the business. Knowing the business is quite critical, right? Like, why are we doing it? Like, a model is only as good as what you feed to it. You need to know that it's easy probably to do a model or an analysis for, say, let's take a simple example, right? Like promotions. Like, say you want to hit a targeting campaign, you want to promote a specific product, and Amazon wants to know that how many people should it show the advertisement to. I think it's easy. The error margin can be quite high. Like, if you hit, it's okay. If you don't hit, it's okay. There is some financial loss. But say tomorrow, you're building a COVID vaccine, and the machine learning model needs to predict that how efficient and how effective it is. And I think that is where the error margin cannot be high. The error margin needs to be very low. The confidence needs to be very high. What's the value for false positive? What is the trade-off of your model? I think those are the things that comes into consideration, and that is where knowing the business, understanding what is needed, is a very essential skill when it comes to data modeling and data sciences. So all in all, I would say 4 skills. The first one is SQL. The second one is statistics and maths. The third one is programming knowledge on either R or Python. And then the last is specifically that I would recommend to use business skills. Knowing the business, understanding your use case, knowing what can be used where. And I think these are the 4 things that are very, very essential when it comes to data sciences. I think one more thing that I'm expected to sort of cover is the market. I can tell you one thing for sure, that for the next 25 odd years, data science is here to stay. It's the next gold mine. People are investing, and the one who emerges victorious is going to lead the world. Because without investing in data, without knowing your customer base, without knowing whom to target, without knowing whether a vaccine runs successfully or not, even to understand what is the sample size that should be used to test a given vaccine, to understand that how effective is the campaign? Can I use it on 100 people and say 80 of them become successful? Does that mean that I can use it across the world? Or is it important that I use it for a specific set? What is the sample size that you need? I think all of these are skills that you will only get through learning of data science and through learning of data analysis. So go for it, go on it, and make sure that you are completely engaged, interested, and passionate about it. Good luck. Thank you.